Get well soon, Mr. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Today, on Sunday, we heard that few hours before Milan game, he was rushed to the hospital and had an emergency surgery. I've been searching. I've been really checking everywhere, all the sources, but I couldn't really find exactly what the problem is. It's not like an injury on the field or something. It might be something else related to his health. I hope that he's good and it's not like a heart problem or anything, and he can come back very soon and play football again. What a player. He's been very, very unlucky with injuries his entire career. Without injuries, this guy was going to be in the next level. Even Thomas Tuchel called him Balak. But Achilles injuries, thousands of other injuries, back injuries. The guy really made it to this level because he's strong. He's like a monster, but physically broken. Get well soon, my brother. Okay, so my name is Ogs, your own brother. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, my people. Take 1 second only to help the channel, and it will be much, much appreciated. Let's move on to some random topics. Chelsea women drew in the Women's Super League today, Sunday, against West Ham. It was a London derby, 2-2 in the end. Chelsea didn't do that good today, but you have to understand also that they are human beings. They are coming through another series of games against the same team, Manchester City, one of the best teams in the world. 4 times in a row, like after 3 or 2 days, you play them again, and you play them again, and you play them again. Let me explain myself. First of all, it was the final of the League Cup. Chelsea beat them 2-1. Manchester City, right? 3 days later, Chelsea had to play them in the Women's Champions League match away at Etihad Stadium. And then Chelsea lost that game 2-0. And then they had to play again in the Women's Super League, this time in London. Okay? No, that one also was away at Etihad. Chelsea went there and beat them 2-1, right? And then the 4th game against the same team, Manchester City, was the second leg of the Women's Champions League. Chelsea smashed them 3-0. That was like 2-3 days ago. And today, another hard, very, very tough London derby against West Ham. And you can understand why Chelsea women, rightly so, are struggling physically and also mentally. So 2-2, I would take it. And remember, Chelsea haven't lost this season in the Women's Super League. So I'm okay with 2-2. It's a draw. It's not a loss. We could have done better, but I also understand that the girls are very tired. Okay, let's move on and talk about the Premier League. The Premier League is back this coming week. I'm recording this video on Sunday, so Tuesday is gonna be April the 1st. Yeah, it's not April Fool or anything, but it's real. It's real. The reality is Chelsea are playing on Thursday, and other teams are gonna start on Tuesday. All right. So after 29 games played in the Premier League, you can tell Liverpool are top of the table, 70 points. Arsenal are second with 58. Nottingham Forest are third with 54. Chelsea are fourth with 49. Manchester City are fifth with 48. Newcastle United are sixth with 47. And you can tell from number 4 until somewhere to number 11 or number 12 is very, very close. Anybody can finish top 4. You know, you lose one game, you go down, another team is going to be on top of you. So the sprint is going to start. The good thing is no more international breaks until the end of the season. So games are coming thick and fast. The final sprint is going to be very, very tough for many teams. And let's wait and see what's going to happen. I think Ipswich, Leicester City, Southampton are almost at the door to go to the championship. The three teams that were promoted. And look at Manchester United, 13th. Who would have thought they were going to be in that position? Tottenham Hotspurs, 14th. Those are the teams that surprised everybody. Spurs, this season people were saying Ange Postecoglou was going to be very, very good. He always wins things in his second season. Blah, blah, blah. But he's been really struggling, just like anybody else. All right, my people, let's now move on to the FA Cup. The semi-finals are set and ready. Nottingham Forest against Manchester United. Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. And let me give you the result on Sunday, because Saturday, I made a video about the games on Saturday. So today we're going to mostly talk about the games on Sunday. Manchester City 2, Bournemouth 1. Evalison scored for Bournemouth, and for Manchester City, Erling Haaland and also Usman Mamouche. Erling Haaland, by the way, missed a penalty but scored a normal game. And also got injured, which is very sad, because you don't want to see like players getting injured in this stage of the season, because they have to push for top 4 and they have to try to win at least one trophy. This is Manchester City we're talking about here, right? So from scoring to getting injured, it's very sad. I don't want to see anybody get injured. And for the other game that happened on Sunday, Preston against Aston Villa, 3-0 to Aston Villa. Rashford is there, you know. He has arrived at Villa. He scored 2 goals, and Ramsey scored the 3rd goal for Aston Villa. Nice to see Rashi smiling and enjoying his time at Villa. So let us know, who do you think is gonna win the FA Cup this season? You can start by giving me your results for the semi-finals between Nottingham Forest and Manchester City, and also this one between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. You know, what I want is to see an underdog win the FA Cup this season. It's going to be amazing, because remember, Newcastle United won the Carabao Cup, an underdog. They haven't won any cup for 70 years, and it's good to see the fans celebrate. I'm sick and tired of watching the same people celebrating, the same fans celebrating every year. Sometimes you have to allow other teams to celebrate and other fans to celebrate. So for me, between Manchester City and Nottingham Forest, I will definitely support Nottingham Forest. And between Aston Villa and Crystal Palace, this one is a tough one, but I would like Palace to make it to the final. So we have underdogs in the competition, in the final, without City, without Chelsea, without Manchester United, the Liverpool, blah, blah, blah. And Crystal Palace against Nottingham Forest in the final. And for the final, who's going to win? Now, depending on the team that I have like players that I like. So I am tending to go for, let's say, Yeah, Forest, because Callum Hudson-Odoi, Elanga, the story behind Nuno Espirito Santo is just amazing. So yeah, I am picking Forest to win it. How about you? Get in the comment section down below. Let us know. And to finish this video, we're gonna say welcome to Arsenal new sporting director Andrea Berta. Remember him? He used to be at Atletico Madrid. He left. Now he's gonna replace Edu at Arsenal. And now, you know, everybody is waiting for him to make big signings. They talked about Diego Costa, Antoine Griezmann, you know, big names that he brought at Atletico. But also don't forget that he's the guy who brought Joao Felix, right? Okay, he brought Luis Suarez and some other guys over there. So it doesn't mean that just because he brought those big names when they were like not known, it doesn't mean that he's gonna do the same at Arsenal. So let's wait and see what he's gonna do at Arsenal. Leave your comment and let's keep the conversation going.